We are lucky enough to have third place winner here, Alan S. Bridges. Alan Bridges from, what town are you from? Littleton, Massachusetts. Where exactly is Littleton?
Concord, Acton, 495 Route 2.
Not too far. There's a Hopkinton group now.
We used to live near there.
Oh, okay. Last year we read out in Hopkinton and they just formed a group. With,
oh, cool.
You don't want to make it into our Boston.
No, I want to come into Boston.
Every third Saturday. If you write haiku, if you're interested in haiku, every third Saturday of the month we have a meeting here, and you're all welcome. And here is Alan's haiku. Answering a question with a question. Hermit thrush. Answering a question with a question. Hermit thrush. So I did a little research. I'm not an expert on ornithology or anything like that, but the hermit thrush is, of course, a bird. It visits the New England area in the spring and summer. But I like to think of this as a spring poem, and that's what it was. The hermit thrush is probably calling for a mate with its distinctive, plaintive, and complex song. Actually, when we were judging it, we had a little committee. We went online and we found the recording, and we said, yeah.
Did you listen to Marvels as well?
No. We did some research, though. So, the hermit thrush is calling for a mate, and in this case, its song ends with a rising intonation. And in the distance, an answer comes, echoing the questioning lilt of the first song. It may be that bird calls are pretty unnuanced propositions or challenges, as some poets point out. Glenn had a haiku, or senyu actually, about, what was that? Can you recall that senyu that you wrote about bird calls?
Well, I wrote another one the other day about the fact that it, I think I have it with me.
Well, the one that you had written is about, we think that, I'm paraphrasing it now, we think that the...
I've got it. I think I have that one.
Okay.
Yeah, let's have it here at the right let's see. On this page. Oh, nesting birds bicker over boundaries. We call it song.
Okay, so that's the senyu version, and when we talk about senyu, that'll be a good definition of how haiku and senyu differ. But in this case, we're not thinking about that. We think about the song. So this hermit thrush sings with its rising intonation, and probably far in the distance, another one answers. Like any wise philosopher, this hermit thrush answers a deep question with another question, kind of like Socrates. So perhaps for we human beings, the beauty and wonder of life lies in contemplating mysteries, not in charting cause and effect. So Mr. Bridges chooses his birds well. Not only is the hermit thrush famous for its exquisite song, but is a celebrated bird in American literature. I'm sure if you went to high school around the time I did, or maybe a little bit later, you might have read Whitman's When Lilacs Last in Dooryard Bloomed, the elegy for Abraham Lincoln, and let me quote a little bit of that. Sing on, you gray-brown bird, sing from the swamps, the recesses, pour your chants from the bushes, limitless out of the dusk, out of the cedars and pines. Sing on, dearest brother, warble your reedy song, loud human song, the voice of uttermost woe. Is that? Well,
beautiful. Love it.
And we can see the difference between haiku and the general type of poetry. I think Alan somehow is able to compact all that in one little breath of poetry. So. Very good. Would you like to say anything about the composition of the haiku?
You know, I was out raking, and like you said, I heard it, and was listening. That's what. Maybe I was questioning myself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So this is something you actually experienced?
Actually experienced, yes.
Wonderful. Okay.
So I have the check feed attached to him and the consultation envelope, and we can take photos.
Thank you.
Gary, do you have the phone?
We'll take a picture of what you
Oh.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I hope you won't be a stranger.
Absolutely not.